What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Sorry it's been a while since I've posted. I will be doing an update video soon, or just probably speaking this one. Something happened with the transmission. Automatics. Yes, I get it, the automatic in this is weak. I'll explain more later, but today I want to do something that I've been wanting to do for a while, and that is the headlight restoration. I already masked this side off. I already tested the other side, so I knew what I was doing. I just wanted to see what it looked like before. So just so you guys get a comparison, this is what it looked like before, and this is the after. Like, look how clean it came out. This is not a new headlight, but it came out like a brand new headlight. There's still some grease on it from the clear coat I have put on it, but that's still drying. This is the before, and you can just see how oxidized it is. It's actually kind of rough here. Like, this is rough, and then when that dries, like I felt it before, it is smooth. Like it looks amazing. So yeah, I'm gonna jump right onto the GoPro. I'm gonna show you guys how we do it, or just take you through the process if you already do, just cuz. And let's jump right into it. Alright, first we're going to start off with our 1000 grit sandpaper and just kind of get it on our little sanding block here. And I've already wiped it down. I've already masked this off. I didn't want to show you that because that's just, kind of straightforward. But if you guys really want to know, just get like a large piece of masking tape, the blue type, and just kind of follow the seams. Don't tape the headlight, but tape like right at the seams, like right here. And just go around. If you see all my tears, just straighten it until it becomes curved, tear it, make it straight again, and keep going all the way around. The angles right here are like the hardest. The eagle eye headlights, which is this type of headlight, they're usually pretty tough, but given it enough time, it's pretty easy to go. So I've already got my microfiber towel. I've already sprayed down the headlight with soapy water and wiped it down, so now it's clean and ready. So what I like to do is start off with the sanding. Get this nice and wet right here. Ooh, almost fell over. And just pick any side and just start going up and down all across the headlight. And it's great because actually during the last sanding process for the other headlight, just doing the sanding process itself already made it pretty clear, which is pretty good. And when you're sanding, you can get everything wet if you want, it doesn't really matter, it's just a sanding process. Make sure everything stays wet. And the masking tape is there so you won't scratch your paint. Alright, now that that's done, just give it a good wipe down. Don't need to sand too long. And then after it dries, you'll see it's starting to haze up. I don't know how good it's gonna come on camera, but in person you can see like all the sanding you did, and it's gonna haze up. What I like to do is get like a clean finger and just kind of rub the headlight to see what is still a rough patch. Everything feels really smooth. And I like to look closely for little specks and to see if I can just sand those further. Like there's a little white speck here, you can't really see it. One right there, two right there, a couple on the edge right here, and maybe I'll sand right here. So yeah, I like to go through it one more time. So the first time around you want to do the whole headlight. The second time I like to just go around and try to get those little spots that I saw. The edges are usually pretty hard to get to, so I focus on those the best. And then right there is where I saw it. Well, you can kind of see the dirt right there, which is great. The edge right there, I'm going to do the whole edge just because that's where most of it is. And if you guys see if it's cloudy right now, it's because your boy's in Florida. And not just any part of Florida, South Florida. And if by the time you're seeing this, I don't know when, either before or after, there's a hurricane coming. And everybody's freaking out about it. But you know, if you lived here for as long as I have, and that's aka my entire life, my entire 20 years of living here, I know when a hurricane is scary and when it's not. Everyone's overreacting about this. It's literally gonna be nothing. Literally nothing. So yeah, that's kind of why it's cloudy. And the reason why it's been a while, this car actually had a transmission issue, which was fun. I was driving home one day and I pull up to this literally, well, it's kind of out there. I pull up to this spot and first gear was gone. So I was in drive and it would not move. It was just rev. So like it was the neutral. So no matter what I did, could not get it to go forward. I put it in reverse, it went in reverse. I put it in low gear, and went into low gear. I didn't know what to do, so I called Jordan over to help me diagnose the issue. I already knew it was transmission related. And yeah, we couldn't get it to move, but then we put it into manual mode. If you know, this car has a manual mode, so it's semi-automatic. If we put it into second gear, when we put it into second gear is when it started to move. So first gear was just gone. If I put it into manual mode, second gear forward, it would move. I can go through all 5 of the gears, just not, well, all 4 of the rest, and it would move. So yeah, that was fun. I had to figure that out. And then I think like 2 days later, after coming back from the dealership to get it examined, I was dropping my friend off home, and all of a sudden, poof, it started working again. So that's annoying. Or I mean, good, I guess. Dealership said there were no codes, there was no sensor or anything like that. So they just said it was mechanical, something must have broke on the inside. And that's what we thought, but no, it's working. So transmission fixed itself, go figure. So now I can continue with this. I was not recording at the time, sadly, so I couldn't show you guys like what was happening. It fixed itself too soon. So yeah, here we are. I'll show you the invoice because we're gonna have a lot more projects to do for this car. I told them to do a full examination while we're at it. And yeah, I'll show you guys that in just a second so we can plan out future repairs for this car. Okay, off to the next step. We have the 3000 sand grit, all wet and everything. We're going to start sanding once again. Again, just get everything wet and start sanding once again. Okay, again, wipe everything down. Get it nice and dry. It's gonna fog up again. That's what you want. Oh boy, I'm already losing pieces of tape. Is that an important piece? It's whatever. We're gonna start buffing soon anyways. So get it nice and dry because you cannot have it wet for the buffing process. And again, just feel around. It feels really smooth. If you feel any rough patches, just go over it again with the 3000 grit. But other than that, it feels really smooth. All those spots are pretty much gone. Some spots are still there, but I can't help that. That's just the headlight housing of age. But they're like little specks. But look, it's already looking as clean as the other side. So now, give that time to dry. We will get... this comes with a buffing compound, and it came with a little buffing pad thingy-majiggy, and literally it just goes right into any drill. So just gonna use that. Shout out to my dad for having this one. It's probably the best one. Make sure it's all dry, and what I like to do, it's gonna do little globs like that, and one in the middle. And if you guys have ever buffed paint before, it's pretty similar, honestly. So kind of just tap it around, go up and down, get it smeared. And this compound, you want to just kind of get it buffed in quick before it dries on the paint, and I'll show you that in a second. Oh, it's already on my paint, or it dries on the headlight, I mean. And then kind of start this a little bit. Okay, let's get this off before it dries. Don't want to let this dry, and look, it's already looking fan-freaking-tastic. Look at it. And why is everyone here? Interesting, everyone wants to come while I'm recording. There's specs inside the headlight. Maybe one day I'll crack it open if I ever decide to change these. I do want to change these to LEDs. I know these are kind of LEDs already, but I want them all to be LEDs one day. But yeah, that looks amazing. Now, usually you guys can just stop right here, call it a day, but I think I'm gonna go over it one more time just to give it that extra shine finish, because I like to go above and beyond. All right, now let's get this stuff right here. The headlight coating. Smells chemically. It's like Lucky Charms. Smells chemically delicious. Just kidding. Just don't drink this. It will kill you. Now just get this. Kind of just rub it in up and down. Back and forth. Rub it in, rub it in, rub it in. Perfect. I'm going to let that dry. Come back in a second when those are completely dry. I'm gonna touch them up in a second, so give me 1 second. So now I'm gonna go over what happened. So I had it in drive, would not go. Just thought the transmission was good. Put it in low gear, it worked. Reverse worked. Second gear worked from on, so I didn't know. So here's what I told them to do a full inspection. So to be first, ignore all this first. They said the transmission's first gear is done. Bad. They said 6251 for a brand new, like brand new transmission with 3 years or 36,000 mile warranty. So that's a hell no. Hell no. That's already more than what I paid for the car. That's a hell no. Not doing that. But I did have a guy who can rebuild it for me, and everybody knows when you rebuild it, it's almost just as good. He could take the transmission out, take it apart, rebuild it with brand new parts, and do a couple other things as well, like a transmission cooler I would love to do. He said everything he would do for like 13 or 1400, so I was just gonna do that and save up. But I was driving home one day with my friend, dropped her off, car fell into first gear. I'm like, oh, it's gonna be coasting now, I gotta push it in a second, but it kept moving. So I'm like, okay, that's weird. So I put it into park, put it back into drive, let my foot off the brake, and it started going. So I'm like, okay, so first gear has magically appeared. So I don't know. I called so many people. I don't know what it is. Even the dealership didn't know. They even just said their best guess is that something was out of place. Now something like fell back into place or is in place now. So I don't know. If anyone out there knows automatic transmissions and what that could have possibly been, drop a comment and let me know, because I have no idea. So while I was there, I went to Acura Pembroke Pines. Highly recommend. They were super nice. I loved the person I was working with. Who was I working with? I was working with Mackenzon, and the guy that looked at my car was Lewis. Great people. Highly recommend them. They were great. So they said that my airflow booth is broken, and that's my air intake boot. If you guys know, that it's kind of cracked. I already knew that. Oil leak from everywhere, that I knew. Kind of make it seem bad. One thing I didn't know was that my power steering pump needs a reseal. Don't really care about that right now. I'll look into it. No way, I'm not paying $320. My engine mounts look weak, I knew that. Wiper inserts, I don't know what that is. If it's talking about my windshield wipers, they're brand new, so that's a no. My power steering hose and rack is leaking and seeping. Probably just need some new O-rings. Now here's the big one: the valve cover gaskets and oil seals, and the oil pump needs a reseal because there's no oil leak on the bottom, which is good. I don't need to do a oil pan gasket. Just the top of the engine's kind of leaking, like, slightly. They say it's everywhere, but that's just because it's leaking over time. They said possible rear main seal. I doubt that. I really doubt that. I'm gonna get this transmission rebuilt anyways. Further online, I'm just gonna have the guy put it in. Brake flush, nah fam. Fuel and 7 auction service. No, I don't need that. AC filter, $80. Dude, it's literally behind there, a couple bolts. AC filter, I'm good. Not really mad, they're just kind of upsell, that's whatever. Power steering flush, not really. And then timing belt combo. So the timing belt, drive belt, water pump, coolant, and timing belt tensioner needs to be replaced. That explains all the rattling. I thought that was just the regular drive belt, but it's not. It is the timing belt and the tensioner needs to be changed out, which is pretty normal, so I can't really complain. So right now I'm just going to be doing the valve covers, the engine mounts, and the AC filter. And then I'm not really doing the airflow booth because I'm getting a cold air intake, so that's gonna work. And I think that's it. The oil pump reseal and everything, that rear main seal is gonna be done when I rebuild the transmission. So at the very end, that the timing belt whole maintenance thing, and then at the very end I'm probably gonna rebuild this transmission just because I want this to last, so I can get the car I want, which is a 2017-2018 Mustang GT. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I needed. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, that's basically what happened and why you guys didn't see a cold air intake video right away. Oh well, can't really complain, it's working now. Oh, look at that sunset, it's so pretty. I like it, nice. All right, let's get this wax off. Wax on, wax off. Ooh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I like it nice. I like it nice. Oh, yeah. Mr. Superman like it nice. I don't know what this is. I don't know if that was. I might go over this with the buffer one more time, but for now, it's clean. So yeah, that's the video. That's the things we're gonna be doing next. So stick around and I'll see you guys next time.